The same thing that people seek. The same things they want to covet more. Day in and day out, they are like slaves to the cycle. When have I realized this before? Or I knew this for a long time now, despite my long season of isolation? Ever since the day I lost my brother, I feel empty. It's like I lost my entire being. I feel that my heart is wavering in an endless stream of sadness, never to feel what it means to love again. In my dreams, if it's about my McLaren, we'd chase that Benz endlessly. If it was only me, I'd chase him the same way. No matter how hard I try, though, I can't seem to reach him. I'd always chase, and I never catch him. Marcelo.
I had a feeling I'd see you here in such a tranquil spot.
Huh? Oh, Ein.
Kasumi-san told me you were here, so it wasn't hard to find you. I couldn't remember how long it's been since we'd lost Marcelo in that accident.
I could. But I just don't want to say it.
Adriana, it's hard for me to say this, but it's better that you stop grieving over the past.
How can I? I'm the only one who saw his face on his last seconds of life, before he got incinerated.
I know it's hard. We just have to fight against our emotions. I don't want you to experience the same condition as before. You're already starting to move again. I don't want to see you come to another stop. It's for your own good, Adriana. Trust me.
Ein was right. I'm different now. Ever since he came into my life. He reminded me of him so much. But he kept on pestering to me the truth that would free me from my wavering prison. And here I am, racing with the one man who embodies the person I've lost.
Right until now, I never thought about what I would get from racing. What would I get from this? I don't understand at all.
You're just a kid, Kitsumoto. You're in a world where your words are mere sounds of a toddler. What I have been saying is the truth of life. Better yet, you change that mind of yours and think of what you said and consider it as false.
I have to prove him wrong. But is the answer here? I have to know!
I need to confirm a few things with the Japan auto shop at the center of the island. For now, you two could take a break. Adriana, you're my master and all that, but when it comes to fine-tuning your McLaren, I need to be there. So while I'm gone, you two should stay away from your cars for the time being. When I return, we'll resume tuning. I won't take long.
Alright, we're counting on you, Ein.
That red compact.
Oh, what about it?
I've never seen anything like it.
It's a Faraboot GTS. It's a concept car created by the Arash Faraboot cars team with their founder, Arash Faraboot himself, a British-based Iranian entrepreneur. My father used to be part of the development team with Arash. He was the second in command with the project. They had numerous beta cars in relation to this. This one's the Alpha project, which became the basis for the final Faraboot.
Faraboot, huh? How come I never heard from this make?
I can't say for sure. My dad left the project to them when important matters such as the Lehmans were already in schedule. Last I heard that Genetic Cars, a British brand, bought the rights to the car and is now renamed under their own name. Nonetheless, they gave the Alpha model to us as a token of thanks when they just completed the beta type. It's quite light and can reach 340 kilometers per hour for just a 400 horsepower supercharged midship.
A light car, eh? Like Joseph Hissek Siege or Joseph Snowball?
Joseph? As in Loudmouth Joseph? Joseph of Waikiki?
Wow, I never knew he had so many nicknames.
That's just me calling him that. Well, seeing as this car hasn't been used for a while, let's say we revive it in Joseph's hands, shall we?
You can if you want. I'll sit this one out. And I'll take a break if you don't mind. I don't want to hear him preach at me with Bob Marley's voice.
Okay. I'll see you later then.
R. What is it that you're hiding from me?
Best be saying your prayers, Antoine.
In your dreams, Bob Marley.
Huh?
Joseph. Hey, wait!
Adriana, my sister. What would be the reason for you to come at such a time?
Just want to say hi to the biggest blabbermouth of Oahu.
Blabbermouth. Well, that is my racing trademark. My singing and house music all around. No one will forget that I was there, son.
Now I see why no one bothers to even challenge you. Anyway, let's get on to serious matters. This Faraboot, I want you to revive it. I'm asking you as a friend to warm it up.
For what reason that may be, Aya?
Tomo,
Tomo?
I'll be racing him soon.
And what would be my role in this?
No point in keeping a secret any longer thanks to you.
So that's the reason why. Do you want me to become that guy? Or...
I think it's proper for him if he gets to race with the real Jack of the Guild.
Jack? Of the guild?
Wait, I thought Toma and her are gonna race. When did this become a card game, huh? Beats me.
I guess it won't hurt, yeah? Hey, yo, Antoine. You done with me using my no-bar, son?
Really? I get to use your M400?
We'll also be comparing performance, yeah? How different these two cars would be. You're then the only one who I can rely on who could use my M400 as good as I, yeah?
Alright, I'll take you on that offer. Hope your M400 has what it takes to take out your sorry butt.
I said shut up! So are you telling me that I am racing for nothing for all this time? Is that also the reason why you kept ignoring me and thinking that I am of no use ever since we reached America? I never understood what your intentions are as to why you race. Not until now. You are no worse than those leaders of big companies who wanted to become number one. Those certain kinds of chefs who have huge egos and wanted to stay number one, looking down on those below them. Or even like those politicians who would even resort to anything low that would make them stand out. You making this team just to become known? Just to prove the world what Japan could do? We've done so before. What else is there to prove? That what? When it comes to mechanics, when it comes to motorsports, are you trying to show them that we are the elite nation? The supreme race of that sport field? To survive in this world, you have to be number one, Kitsumaro. There's no place for a number 2, 3, and so on. They won't last. Only the ones on top gain the respect that they yearn from the world. So tell me, Akiyama, tell this worthless crap that you call a racing representative, a driver, a soon-to-become chef, a person, what have I been doing? Do you really want me to become a slave that badly? Fine! Then I guess I should put myself into Marcelo's shoes and kill myself in the process. Want me to prove my usefulness in this team? Go! Just say the word and I'll throw myself and all my grievances into that worthless garbage that we call a car and run like hell down the Oahu circuit, not minding what happens to me, just to set a record that no one would dare break. That's what you want, right? You want that?
Tomo,
Did I actually say that? I'm no longer part of Team Japan, right?
mm-hmm.
I had no idea what just happened there. It's like something took over me and exposed all my inner feelings towards that career and towards that guy. If this career is different, what I say at this point makes no difference, huh?
If it makes you feel any better, then you're right about that. It has all been about the money. It's something I don't understand so much about city people, or people in general. They'd kill people, and themselves, just to receive in hand strips of paper, people's faces on them. But, because this world's impure, even if money never existed, people would still find some other currency. But just remember, Tomo-kun, it ain't all about the money. I don't know what Ayakami's intentions are, but it's obviously more than just that. Nor could I tell him about that thing Adriana's experiencing. We've both seen his aura. The form it took, only 2 of us saw the same thing. If I tell him about that, he wouldn't believe me.
How long would it be before I end up like everyone else?
You wish to be different from everyone you know.
That's the best possible way to describe it as of now. I really want to save myself.
From yourself. I know. You've said that line before. You don't want to be an egotist compared to everyone else, but you don't want to be some has-been either. It's kind of hard, actually, to become someone to stay in the gray line in a world that is black and white. I don't think she has an answer for him either.
How say we had a couple of my friends in the neighborhood?
Some friends of yours, admirers, fans, which one, I might add, yeah?
You can say that. I know this part of the island well. They're just nearby. In fact, the house right in front of the starting point is where they're at right now. They're actually one of the B-class ace drivers. Smooth drivers at that.
Impressive. The noble and farm blue took up at the same pace. The acceleration is equal too. What a surprise. But why do I feel like he can easily pull away from me any time? It's not that Joseph's toying with me. He's serious. I can tell from that takeoff. Is it the car?
Smooth, you say, Adriana? I don't consider this as smooth. More like aggressive drivers for me, yeah? The only one who has a chance of staying with us at the pit over there, yeah? That ZOC's slightly more powerful and could blast 330 kilometers per hour instantly. I even think Antoine couldn't even keep up with that vet.
Down the straightway, the difference between the Farbood and the Noble are non-existent. Both cars seem equal. The gear setup for one. Both cars are on par. Was Adriana bluffing about the Farbood just to get Joseph to drive it? That crazy Joseph is at it again. He plans to slingshot his way into the lead by using me for a slipstream. It's probably the fastest way to close the gap, I guess.
Hey, man! Don't push it too hard, you hear me? Not even you could handle the imbalanced G of that M400, Antoine.
Don't you think this is a bit dangerous? Dangerous? Is this dangerous already to you? Ha! You haven't seen Joseph go all out! Are you trying to scare me, Suzuki?
Here they are. A Corvette. Joseph and Anthony. The gap between the Farbood and Joseph's car is big.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That thing is faster than Joseph's car? Probably. Anthony is slow as hell.
Hey, Kaede. Don't diss our cousin. When Joseph tells Anthony to drive seriously, he does so. That's Anthony giving his all there. It's not on either Joseph or Anthony.
So that car the blonde hottie brought, is that fast?
You can't be serious!
This car. The wings of this eagle are far more fast than my own. Adriana, are you starting to pull my locks here?
Joseph's not in the lead. Who would have thought with 100 horsepower less, he'd manage to outrun a Z06 in a straight up places. This isn't real. The upper harness is already on its limit. Bastard! Now, I need to get to Joseph's slipstream.
Constant at 325 kilometers per hour. You've got to be kidding me. My novel could only come to 300. I can't believe this car has lesser power, but could outrun my M400. Adriana, what are your true intentions? Are you trying to resurrect the jam?
Huh?
Antoine, I've seen enough. Time to head back home.
back already? How was it?
It blew me away, yeah. I keep flooring it and you just went faster than me noble.
I guess Joseph will be stuck up with that concept car. Minami, what's up?
So, how was the car? That Farbood, was it?
That car. It was one heck of a monster. Not even Joseph's car could stand a chance. It's kinda surprising, really, for a B-class car. No wonder it didn't go to production.
Well, that answer's no surprise.
So you already knew, right before we finished?
When I saw you and Joseph pass by me, that car reminded me of another one that I raced before.
Was it Tom's GDR?
Tomo, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, he is the only guy you've raced with when you got back home, right?
True.
Hey, let's say this is a sport.
Isn't racing already...
Follow me here, Minami. If you were to pick a side, who would you root for? Joseph or Tomo? You can't take both sides, nor can't you choose neither. So what's it gonna be?
Why are you asking me this?
If that battle were to happen, you need to be true to your heart. Whose side do you actually belong? I can't tell her what Tomo thinks of her. She might just go into shock if she knew. Obviously, it'd be Joseph, right? Knowing you, Minami, family comes first in your virtue. Being both your family member and guardian, you'd support Joseph. Am I right? Isn't that all things are supposed to be? We'd stick to family because we know what we're capable of. And seeing Joseph round that Farbood proves it. Am I right?
Anthony...
But hey, it's your life. Can't stop you if you want to side with someone else, right? Just make sure you pick the right decisions, okay?
This so reminds me of that Ford car in Need for Speed. I wonder how fast it could actually go. Probably 300 kilometers an hour. It's more than you know. For all we know, it could...
It could actually reach 340 kilometers per hour constant on a straight road! Good thing these kids are naive of what's to come. I, for one, have the same feeling as Joseph and Minami, that this race is not just your ordinary street race. It's like something big would happen that would affect everyone worldwide.
Compared to the Exige, this car's harder to break. Not only does the rear tail fin out, it also loses a lot of momentum. My GDR is not like the Exige, which could go out of the corner at a fast pace. But that's why there's a supercharger to make up for it. My style may be to floor it to come out sideways. However, I didn't realize until now, in this feeling of discomfort, I feel very comfortable. I don't know why. The preparations for both cars are done. Our win is assured. Yes, the conquest for Japan's dominance as a participant of motorsports is starting to bloom. I agree. What about him? If you say so. You're right. There's nothing he could do.
I see both of you are done testing the new settings.
Tetsuya.
What is it, Kyosuke?
Yeah, I was feeling the same thing with my Mustang.
Actually, they're both orders by Akiyama himself. I don't know how he'd even think of putting you guys both at risk, only to feel okay with it in the end. The Mustang with the body weight increase, and his changing of the supercharger to a mid-speed one, and the full monocoque body and the manifold swap for the Exige. Well, at first I went against it.
But even with my Mustang was detuned from 550 to 440, it feels a lot faster despite the increase in body weight.
I don't know what he's playing here, but I guess that's his battle plan for the Oahu Raceway event. Unlike in other tracks, where we need Kitami's Mustang to have as much power as possible and Kyosuke's to have as little tire slip, it's just weird. Yeah, a race manager won't demand for such a ridiculous setup if some factors are not to be accounted for. But he called this one out of the blue, which makes it weird. He didn't even consulted me for drawbacks.
Maybe he sees no flaws in this setup of his? A large string of flaws, I guess?
Perfection and flaws, huh? A setting that makes you feel there's something wrong at first. You'll soon come to the realization that it's better. Akiyama, is this your true intention for these two?
What? What is this? I don't even. Marcelo?
Glad to see you're awake.
What happened?
You pulled to the side and collapsed. Fortunately for you, Joseph was nearby and stayed until I arrived.
I see.
You were thinking about him, weren't you? Marcelo, I mean. It's your GAD. It's acting up again.
GAD?
Your generalized anxiety disorder. The sickness that the doctor identified on you years back. It's starting to come alive again. And here we are thinking that it ended long after you and Tomo got along so well.
What does my sickness have to do with this?
I don't know. It's just my assumption.
Since Ayn doesn't know of this, maybe it has something to do with my awakening? I think it's one possibility that we've overlooked.
Either way, I'm driving you home. I left my bike at Joseph's for a while. He said he and Anthony will drop by our place to hand it back. Go rest. We have a long drive ahead of us.
Okay. When I had my awakening, I saw Marcelo's Benz. Could there be a possibility that he too is involved in this? Marcelo, before you left, is there something you're not telling me?
The mutiny beneath the kingdom was the cause of its disappearance. This brought great pains, and thus he took his own life.
There's no point going to the track now, is there? Anytime now. It might rain. We can't do anything about it, eh, Hiroya?
Guess so. Just lounging around the house. Huh?
Hey guys, I'm back.
Oh, hey, Sakura. How's work at that call center thing?
Usual. Nothing special happened.
Are you sure with this?
With what?
Having a job such as this, I mean. Won't it,
Complicate my work here as a racing representative of Team Japan? I don't think so. It's not like my car's even allowed in. Because if it's set up and failure to meet requirements of Oahu.
And you're fine with that?
It's alright. I'm not even the one racing today. Yet you remember, Shimizu-san?
Yeah, but...
Daiki still hasn't decided on which car to test and rent for Oyama here. If you ask me, it would either be that Celine S7 or that Monster MD400. That'll sure give us the competitive edge.
But haven't you thought of the cost?
Oh, right. We're cost cutting at the moment. So whatever car we choose for the Oahu Raceway event would play a significant role, huh?
Oh, Daiki, Tetsuya, it's you two.
We have something for you downstairs at the garage. Come with us.
Tetsuya-kun, any idea what it could be?
If I tell you now, it wouldn't be a surprise now, am I right?
Do you remember this car? We had your car out of lockdown. It's best to assume that it's the best thing we could do for you now. We need to hone your skills once more for this event.
But isn't that only those from D-Class and up are allowed to join? My 34's
Don't worry about that.
We've arranged the papers with the IGTL, and they've approved of our request. As a backup driver, if anything untoward happens, you may participate in any group, provided you have the use of their cars. In order for you to have access to Shimitsu's car,
I'll be Shimizu's backup? But I never drove an MR car before.
No need to worry about that. We've tuned this R to react like an MR, so your response times with this car would help you react how an MR runs. Why don't you try it out? Kudo, you seem glum. Anything wrong?
as head mechanic of this team, I want you to fill me in on the details, Daiki. Suddenly allowing Sakura to participate despite the fact that she's an E-Class driver?
I just want her to have the string of hope, Tetsuya.
What she's doing at the moment, she seems very fine with it until you told her all this. Why complicate it now?
She looked happy, right? And what are you worried about still? Besides, even if she doesn't make the cut, we'd still win.
You're just teasing her, aren't you?
Not exactly, Kudo. Not exactly. She's a perfectionist after all. She deserves this chance.
Turn the lights off in this place, and she shines just like a star. And I swear I know her face, I just don't know who you are. Turn the music up in here, I still hear her laughing, like she's right here in my ear, telling me that you
It's just like how it was before. My 34 never changes. It corners better though. Is this what it's like to handle an MR? Ferrari, huh? I've never raced one in my life. Why not have a go? Even with a long hiatus, there's no way I'll be beaten in a pass. I grew up racing in the mountains, thanks to Takshi and the rest of Reminiscing D. There's no way I'm going to lose my course that I'm familiar with. Really? Is this the best a Ferrari could do? Or is my arm just too powerful for it? I'm starting to think my touching fading, no matter how long I'm away. It would be boring just to keep on leading and just simply pull away. I'd better give him a fighting chance. I'll intentionally lose control and understeer in this next corner and let him lead. Not quite of a show, huh? Unless he wants me to take this run seriously and give it my all. If he wants it, then I'm gonna go on 100%! Now it's starting to become a battle. No! Where did he? Has he been holding back this whole time? Downhill or hill climb, I can't seem to catch up. That's no ordinary Ferrari, is it? What is this feeling? I feel so heavy inside. Like I'm being weighed down by the world. Is this what it feels like to lose? This feeling is new to me. I feel like breaking down. This feeling is so painful. Should I give up?
Sakura!
Tatsuya.
Did anything happen? Is there something wrong with the car?
Tatsuya, I don't want to race anymore.
You're kidding, right? Right? How could you possibly say something like that out of the blue? It doesn't even make sense. You're on top of your game. Why quit all of a sudden?
Tell me, what's it feel like to lose?
What's it feel like to lose? It's a natural way of life. And, oh yeah, you've never experienced losing, have you?
Yeah.
So you lost, but hey, it's not like it's the end of the world now, is it? I guess that didn't work out as how I hoped. But really, lighten up. You learn from losing, right?
That doesn't apply to me. It may apply to the rest, but I'm different.
Sakura, why are you so stubborn? It's just a loss on the road. No big deal.
Just a loss? Just a loss? How could you be so naive, Tetsuya? How could you? Now that I know this feeling, I'm certain of the fact that I'll let you down from this point on. I don't want to be a burden to you, or the rest of Team Japan. Nor do I want to let Japan down either. They're looking up on us to make a name to Japanese motorsports. If I'm to fail in any aspect, then I failed in my duty to everyone. Please, understand my feelings, Tetsuya. Please.
Sakura. The life of a perfectionist is tough. You can't even accept your own faults, despite the fact that you're not perfect from the very beginning. Well, I can't blame her for trying. And there's nothing I could do to change her mind. If she changed her mind just right now, things would have been so much different. Come on, let's get you back home.
Lonely girl はいつまでも届かない夢見て騒ぐ頭の中をかき回してもったいないとつぶやいて言葉は失われたもう失敗間違い探しに終わればまた回るのもう一回私は今日も転がりますと少女は言う言葉に意味を奏でながらもう一回まだですよまだまだ先は見えないので息を止めるの今ローリンガーの慣れの果て届かない 混ぜ合わせて混ぜ合わせてもったいないとつぶやいた言葉は失われたどうなったっていいんだってさ間違いだって起こしちゃおうとさそう坂道もう一回もう一回私をどうか転がしてと少女は言う少女は言う無口に意味を重ねながらもう一回もう少しもうすぐ何か見えるだろうと言い
From that point, she withdrew herself from the raging war, secluding herself from the light of day, against her own realized capability of committing the unwanted wrong.
When you found out for the very first time that you can actually do something wrong, it would be hard to accept who you are. And you're bound to do it again, even if you don't want to.
Why are we seeking something in this world that would soon die out in the end?
A challenge, huh? What's the catch?
With your current condition, you may not be fit to hold your Viaggio Grande with Tomo.
Something happened to Sakura, and she wishes to see you personally.
Her general anxiety disorder. Her symptoms are showing up again in rapid succession.
Don't get it the wrong way. Adriana is a good sister to me, and I don't want anything bad to be happening to her.
Just for racing? Just for this field? You're the reason why I kept going. It's not just about being number one.
I'm just looking for the right motivation to switch to that far boot, and I nearly have it.
The only thing I can do now is leave racing for good. Everyone wants to become number one, and whatever thing they want to do. And it's all because of the things you get in the end. That's why you strive so hard to come out on top all the time.
I can win this, I'm sure of it. He has his motivation. I have mine.
Would you still do this despite all the consequences right in front of you?
I'll see to it till the end.
You may not be the fastest, you may not be the best, but to me, you're the most special kind of driver there is. No one can top that.